Okay guys, we're back. We left off where we showed that you can duplicate the items to one side to the other. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to work on the bottom half. Computer's acting up again. Figures it waits on filming when it does this. Gotta love live TV. Alright, it's going to be under leg wear, and of course, as you can see, you give you all these different options. And for the concepts, I usually start off with the male spandex, because it's like the one before. As long as you do the multiple, you can stack them any way you want. So right now your guy is pretty much in the naked, so you want to click him on some pants, which is pretty much the same thing, but trust me, when you go change the color, it won't change the color of his whole skin unless that's what you want to do. A little bit. Okay, but it's just same as like I said before. Just click it on there, got different ones. I usually like to try to change the color of them right away. That way when you go to move the layers, you can tell which one's which. This almost looks like we're trying to do a hybrid Captain Planet over here somewhere. Same as, just click on it, change color. Oh yeah. We'll go with it. Okay. Now another situation you're going to come across where you have to have the multiples on is the head area. Basically, they give you a bunch of different options. Let's go with male standard. You have your shapes of your heads. I never mess with any of the others. I usually go with this one right here. It's a pretty standard shape, as you can see. Alright, now here's where it starts getting complicated. Go to the eyes. You have all these different options of eyes, but the only problem is when you go to click on one, having a little bit of a delay here. Oh, show you this. If you just want to zoom in on the head area, there's these little tiles here. This is the screen that we're already in, and this is for a headshot. There we go. Zoom in on our bad boy. Okay, now we get to see better. So, like I was saying before, this is one of these situations you want to have the multiple locked on, because if you don't, if you just have it on single, if you try to click on the other eye, it's just going to give them one eye. So you want to make sure you have that multiple on. And you got all these different options of eyes here. Zoom out a little bit. Alright. I'm just going to throw some on. There we go. Now you can go back and delete that eye that's on there if you want, but if it covers it up, it ain't gonna do much difference. And everything you put on here, you can pretty much move to the side or wherever you want it. So we'll give them pretty much a Spider-Man look. Having a big delay here, so I don't know what's up with that. So I'm just doing random stuff here, just kind of fill everything in. Alright. Okay, we're just gonna go back to the regular view, which is down here. Alright. Let's go ahead and fill in his arms here. And his hands. Okay. Now, I would go to the feet, but for some reason when I tried doing it before, I actually had to redo this video over because the screen froze. Every now and then you'll have that problem. Very rarely, but every now and then you'll have it. And it's only on certain sections, so I'm not going to take a chance of it freezing up again. But it's pretty much the same as when you got the hand. They give you more options for one side than the other for some reason. I don't know why, but they do. But I mean, you got your belts here. Each one has more options. Standard usually has more options than the military. Now, as you can see, it barely showed up on there. All you gotta do, it's like I was showing before. So as you can see, it's barely showing there. Just click the up layer on it until it completely comes up. Sorry, having to fix this here. Just gotta fill this in. Now, they do have other tabs here. Patterns I never really mess with. I mean, you can if you want, but I never really mess with them. And basically all it is just like, I don't know if you can really, but it gives them like a camel look and all. But I really don't mess with them that much, so it's user preference. Let's go to, you have your transform tab. Now this comes in very handy, mostly when it comes to doing a bigger type body, because they have, when it comes to the body options, I'll show you here. Okay, they have this male alternate, and that's where you can get the big bulking bodies and stuff. And the transform is basically just to resize everything, which I'll give you a, let's do here. See what I'm doing and see. Okay. You have your layer tabs here, which you can move to different layers. We're just going to work on the eyes here. You have your size graph, where you can tweak it to any size you want. Oh yeah, let's go with that. Okay. And then you have your rotate, which you can rotate it any direction. Now this one is pretty neat. If you don't want to move it by hand, if you want to do it precise, you can just move the arrow, move it side to side. Now, if you don't want to do the hassle with trying to have the other one the same size, there's an easier way to do it. Basically, just go back to the items. You want to click on the one that you have here. You're going to delete it. So as you can see, it deleted that. Now I'm going to click on this one since the multiple thing is still lit. Now, since I've clicked that one and I do the flip, now I have another just like the same size. This dude's looking real freaky. Anyways, but that's basically about that. You have all your different other stuff. You have like your stuff that can go on the back, auras, tails, wings, and all this stuff you can choose if you just want single items on there, or like I said, if you do the multiples, you can have more than one. I think that is pretty much it. Let me get back to the view here. Okay. Anyways, once you got completely done with everything you want, here's what I do. I go to save, and as you can see, I got a bunch more saved. And we'll do test. Just hit OK. It saves it. That way you can load up anyone. But sometimes that has a tendency to freeze up, but very rarely. So I'm not taking any chances with this video. I have just enough time to show y'all how to bring them up on Facebook like I've been doing. That we can show off, because I would like to see what other people come up with, because one reason why I got into customizing because of creativity. And it's like I was telling James on there, if you got imagination, you got creativity, you're set. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to click on this export. It's going to give you an option of what size picture. I usually do the 500 by 750. Make sure you save it as a JPG. You can really see it. This video's almost done. Hey. And then you're going to hit export. It's going to come to a thing. I always get this. I always click open with the photo viewer. I'm about to run out of time, but usually what I do is I open this picture with paint tool or whatever you use, and then through there I go ahead and save it as a regular picture and then put it on Facebook. That's pretty much it. So yeah, I hope this helped y'all out and everything. If y'all have any more questions, just let me know, and I'll try to put more videos up on anything else I can think of. But hope y'all like this, guys.